Hello, my name is Klaus and welcome to another Mazda 6 video. We are back at it. Now this time it will be rear anti-roll bar end links. This small thing. Now the fronts are twice longer on this middle shaft. You can see the middle shaft. And this will be the worst case scenario. Because I know already. I look down there and I know what kind of madness I'm getting into it. For us, let's just head straight into it. I'll show you the tools we're gonna need and let's go. And these are the tools you're gonna need. Obviously you will need a jack stand, a garage creeper if you want, or you wear your seat. The tool you will take off your wheel. I will use an impact wrench with an socket, 21 socket, 17 and the lock nut. So basically 17 is for lock nut and for the rest. So you will need a new anti-roll bar end link. This is the old one. You can see how bad it was. What I used for this worst case, that I had to cut everything off, you will need a spanner or whichever you want. I used a socket and a spanner, so I have a 40mm spanner, 17mm spanner. I use a 40mm socket and I have 5 Torx. See? A 5 on this. If it's not rusted enough, you'll put the 5 Torx in here, and the 14mm nut you will unwind. But in the worst case, you will be cutting stuff. I need a breaker bar because some of these were a little stuck. I need a hammer and a small angle grinder. This is a small angle grinder. You will need a small one because there isn't much space. Small angle grinder. You will need obviously some kind of brush to clean off the surfaces before you offer up the new one, and a torque wrench to torque up the lug bolts for the car. That's all you will need to do this task, and this will be the main tool, because if the 40mm spanner or socket with the 5 hex won't work, this is next for you. And you will need the mini one. The big one, you don't have enough space for the big one. So choose your poison. So let's go. Check up the car, take the wheel off and start the fun. See this part? See where's the side skirt, and here it's like a double lip, and it's even a cut out here, a deep groove. That's where you jack up the car. That's your jacking point. $21mm. Holy mackerel, that's tough. A breaker bar, that's stuck. That's done. And now as it's all loose, we can jack up the car. Where's the anti-roll bar? Anti-roll bar is right there. See that one, that pipe there. Goes at the end and there. So that's what we are taking off. See this? And on top, that's not even lit. See? Next to the spring, that thing right there. That and this. Now if you can see yourself, this is all fully rusted. This is the worst case scenarios. We will need to get an angle grinder and cut the heads off. Basically we are cutting the heads off with the angle grinder. This you cannot remove with a socket or anything. I'll show you on this one. So this is a 14mm. And if this bolt spins like inside, that's a good sign. Okay, anti-clockwise. It's spinning, see? But right now we should put a 14 here and put like a hex thingy in here. But as it's rusted, that will not happen. I can tell you that right away. If this is this rusted, this will never happen. I can tell you that right away. So don't waste your time if you see this. Please don't waste your time. Just cut this off with the angle grinder. I'm showing you so you know if it's not this bad, you can do it. See? Hexagon. You put it in there. Put it in there. Make sure it fully sits there. And then with a 40mm spanner or wrench, you hold the nut and you undo it. Hold up, let me do it this way. See? And then you undo it. Hold up, undo. That way. So you can see, so rusted inside. Does not work. I'm spinning this inside. So these two need to be cut with the angle grinder. And I'm gonna remove the exhaust. So I have more space because we don't have much space here. 17 and 14. Yep, it's coming out. So yeah, here a rubber mount and here. So basically this is out and now we have all this room here, look. Now I can put the angle grinder in here and cut it off. Aha! See? You cut like this, then you cut a slot in here, and look, it's right here. That's how you get rid of these. You can literally cut a slot in the middle, but I'll chop off the head and then cut a slot in the middle. And see, you don't actually ruin the surface. Now I'm gonna do the same in here. Exactly the same. Once you chop that side, now you will be able to spin this. This will spin in here. Now you can chop this off and that's it. That's all done. So you saw it how I was cutting here. So I'll cut to the part where this is all coming off because I'll just do this now. The same way, I'll just do this. You saw me doing that, so let's cut where this is almost falling off. Ooh, that's hot. That's what he wanted. Just a little bit more. It's free now. It's free real estate. Hey, it's free real estate. Ta-da! Took me 45 minutes to remove this garbage. You see, here is new, here is new. That's done. If you have the blue washer there, like blue thread in front, then you don't need torque specs because it's a locking one. You just make it really tight, like really tight. Like the German good and tight. And that should be it. That should be done. So we done that and that. That's fully tightened. Now let's put back the exhaust. And that's it, all done. And you could see that it was bad, it was real bad. I had to cut everything off, so this is the worst case scenario for you. That you have to chop everything off, literally, and this as it's not that great, you have to do it this way. It takes quite some time. Hope this video helps, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.